Fine. So in the last class we were discussing about the concept of the primary sector, and we covered the agriculture, and we covered what, the mining sector. In the primary sector we covered these two. Now we'll cover the secondary sector today. So what are the schemes launched for the mining sector? What are the initiative launched for the mining sector? Privatization of mining sector. Yes. Any other thing? Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana is for agriculture, not for mining. NMP, National Mineral Policy. Yes, National Mineral Policy 2019. We talked about Kabil Initiative. What is Kabil Initiative? What is Kabil Initiative? What is Kabil Initiative? Kabil was, we discussed, the government is what? Government is launch a mission, that is National Mission for Critical Minerals. And under the National Mission for Critical Minerals, what we are doing? We are trying to create a reserves of critical minerals. We are trying to create a reserves of critical minerals. How many critical minerals have been identified? 30 critical minerals has been identified, and that's why we discussed Kabil Initiative is being taken. And under this, we discussed government has done an agreement with which three countries? Australia, Argentina, and Chile. Yes. So those three countries, government has done an agreement, and idea is to what? Idea is to secure the reserves of critical minerals. Idea is to secure reserves of critical mineral. That is why this initiative has been launched, Kabil Initiative. Clear? So those things we have discussed regarding agriculture and mining. We discussed in agriculture we discussed certain schemes like Namo Didi. What was Namo Didi scheme? Namo Drone Didi. Drones for women. And then also we discussed something called PM Fasal Bima Yojana we have covered. We also covered another important scheme, e-warehousing. What is e-warehousing? Keeping the produce in the warehouses and getting a receipt, and this receipt can be used for taking loans. So easier availability of credit. That is another reason why we have gone for what? We have gone for the credit. KCC card also we have discussed. Kisan credit card also we have discussed. So those things we have covered with regard to primary. Today we'll cover the secondary sector part. Fine. So in the secondary sector, why it is important? What is the reason why secondary sector is important? Now it is considered as a backbone of economy. Backbone of economy, because you know that generally primary, secondary, and tertiary sectors are there. Now problem in India is we have jumped directly from where to where? We have jumped directly from primary to tertiary sector. So primary involved which type of worker? Unskilled workers. And tertiary involved which type of workers? Highly skilled workers. Now where you can absorb the semi-skilled workers or slightly more skilled workers, you can absorb in secondary sector. Now transition from here to here led to what? Transition from primary to directly tertiary sector has led to jobless growth in India. Which type of growth is there? Jobless growth. Our growth is characterized with the jobless growth. Clear? If you remember, we discussed that agriculture sector is contributing around 15% in GDP, and around 53 to 54% contribution is of services sector. So maximum contribution is coming from where? Services sector. That is there. So secondary sector is contributing somewhere around what? Somewhere around 22 to 23%. This is contributing, and out of this manufacture sector is contributing around 16 to 17% only. Manufacturing sector, the major sector, is contributing around 16 to 17% only. Rest construction is also there in this. In secondary sector, construction is there. So construction is something that is contributing. So it is a backbone of economy that you have to keep in mind. Now, it can absorb lot of labor. It can absorb lot of labor as it is a labor intensive sector. Labor intensive sector. So that you have to keep in mind, because okay, when we are shifting from primary to secondary, lot of labors are going to be what? Lot of labors are going to be vacant. Remember, we talked about primary sector. We are focusing on what? Mechanization. Mechanization to improve the production in what? Primary sector. Agriculture sector, we are trying to mechanize machineries. We are trying to use more machineries. We are trying to use more tractor, harvester, thresher. So that we are trying to use in case of what? In case of nothing but okay, primary sector. So when agriculture sector will be mechanized, then what will happen? Then what will happen? The labor, extra labor, because when it is mechanized, you don't need labor. Extra labor, where it will go? Extra labor, where it will go? It will go to nothing but okay, secondary sector. So if you don't have a secondary sector, then what will happen? Leads to unemployment. Okay, so that is what problem is there. If secondary sector is not going to be developed, then unemployment is going to be there, as this sector is a labor intensive. It can absorb semi-skilled type of labor which are getting free from agriculture sector. So agriculture, if it is being mechanized, we have to develop what? We have to develop nothing but okay, secondary sector. Otherwise secondary sector will not absorb the labor, and okay, unemployment is going to be generated. Clear? So since India has directly moved from where to where? We are saying primary to tertiary sector, and that's why jobs are not being generated, labors are not getting employed, and that's why our growth is referred as which type of growth? Jobless growth. Okay, so that you have to keep in mind. So it is a labor intensive sector, can absorb lot of labor, that is okay there. And why we have to absorb labor? Why we have to absorb labor? Because India is in phase of which? India is in phase of demographic dividend. So India is currently in phase of demographic dividend, where we have more population in working age. So we have more population in this age group, that is in working age group, and for this we need to generate lot of jobs. So India is currently in the phase of nothing but okay, demographic dividend. So that's why we need to generate lot of jobs, and that is the reason why secondary sector need to focus upon. Clear? Another reason, India already have what? India already have lot of cheap labor. Why cheap labor is available? Because population is huge. India is almost okay, almost most populous country in the world. Apart from China, India is the most populous. So a lot of cheap labor is something that is okay, available, because supply of labor is huge. When supply of labor is huge, then what will happen? You can nothing but okay, what? You can nothing but okay, develop the industries in case of India. You can develop industries in case of India, because a lot of cheap labor is something that is okay, available. That's why there is okay, what? There is demand for shifting supply chain from where to where? From China to nothing but okay, India. Supply chain shift. So you know that after COVID, in COVID, what had happened? COVID originated in China. China went under lockdown, and when China went under lockdown, suddenly supply of what? Important materials, important thing is not going into the world. So shift of supply chain is one of the focus right now, that we have to shift supply chain outside of nothing but okay, China, and that can only happen if you have okay, what? If India can utilize this advantage. And why India has advantage? Why industries can shift from China to India? Because India has availability of cheap labor, and if cheap labor are available, ultimately goods cost will what? Reduces. Okay, so that is okay, another reason why secondary sector holds a lot of potential in case of India. Clear? So it is okay, what? It is a labor intensive sector. Why it is important? Because India is experiencing a phase of demographic dividend. India is having availability of India is having availability of cheap labor. That is okay, another reason why it is important. Another reason why secondary sector important is what? It can absorb semi-skilled labor. As just now we discussed, the tertiary sector requires highly skilled labor, but secondary sector can absorb semi-skilled labor. With currently India's literacy rate is around how much? How much is the literacy rate in India? 73% roughly. Yes, okay. This is literacy rate as per 2011, and we have a less skilled population also. We have a less skilled population also. So skill development is less in India. That's why we have a lot of semi-skilled workers which are not highly skilled. So we cannot absorb them in which sector? Tertiary sector. So we have to absorb them in which sector? In the secondary sector itself. So that's why secondary sector has to be developed, because we have a lot of semi-skilled workers. Though the government is trying to run various yojana like PM Kaushal Vikas Yojana, government has launched this for skill development. India have a skill development mission that is being launched to develop the skills. Then there is also there is a scheme called the Udan scheme, which is being run. This is run in Jammu and Kashmir for skill development and etc. Roshni scheme is there. Nai Manzil scheme is there. All these schemes are something that are being run for nothing but the skill development. But what you see is still India is India is not having advanced technologies to skill population. So our ITI sector, Industrial Training Institute, still have Industrial Training Institute still have outdated syllabus, outdated technologies. So we are not training them on on new technology, advanced technology. And currently we are in which phase? Currently we are in Industrial Revolution 4 phase. So currently we are in which phase? We are Industrial Revolution 4 phase. So if India want to utilize this particular phase, India has to nothing but India has to nothing but develop the secondary sector. Industrial Revolution 4 phase, India need to develop this particular sector, that is secondary sector. What is Industrial Revolution? Different phases. What are different phases of Industrial Revolution? Why current revolution is called as an Industrial Revolution 4? So the first Industrial Revolution that you will study is in world history. This started in Britain, and generally it is covering around 1760 to 1820. This phase is called as nothing but first phase of nothing but Industrial Revolution. It is use of machineries. When started using machineries, steam engines, coal power, when you started using this type of this type of things, rather than the manual labor, then it is called as a Industrial Revolution 1. Clear? So Industrial Revolution 1 is driven by whom? Driven by machineries as well as power. It was driven by machineries as well as power. Industrial Revolution 2 was driven by transport and communications. So it was driven by transport and communication between 1860s to 1920s. So it was driven by transport and communication, that is there. Clear? Now transport and communication means what? Development of development of the automobile, railways. You also have advancement in ship, development of telegraphy, then telephones. Advancement in transport and communication led to what? Trading become more easier, led to nothing but goods being transported from one location to another location. Clear? So this made nothing but this driven the Industrial Revolution second. Even development of plane, Wright brother developed plane also in this particular period. So transport and communication has driven your second Industrial Revolution. The third Industrial Revolution occurred post 1970s. This was the third Industrial Revolution phase. And this phase was driven by who? This phase was something that was driven by development in computers, softwares, internet. This led to nothing but This led to nothing but Industrial Revolution 3. Now India has missed all these three. India has missed all these three Industrial Revolution, because in the first two we were colonized country. We were under the British rule, and in the third India did not have advanced technology, advanced machineries to to nothing but pursue Industrial Revolution 3, that is there. So currently if India wants to benefit from this revolution, Industrial Revolution 4, and Industrial Revolution 4 is driven by which technology? It is driven by IoT, that is Internet of Things. It is driven by your biotechnology. It is driven by your the nanotechnology, robotics, AI. So these are driving what? These are driving your Industrial Revolution 4. So if India wants to benefit from this particular Industrial Revolution 4, India has to focus on development of which sector? India has to focus on development of secondary sector. So another reason why India need to develop secondary sector is Industrial Revolution 4. Clear? So these are these are important things that you have to keep in mind. Clear? Now there are different type of industries that you'll find. There are different type of industries you can find. These can be classified as ancillary industries, labor industries, capital industries. Okay, so there are different type of industries you can find: ancillary industries, labor industries, capital industries. Those type of industries you can find. You can also see industrial division based on what? Based on finished good. If you are seeing finished good, you can have heavy industries, or you can have light industries. You also can have classification based on raw material. So industries can also be classified based on nothing but raw material, like agro-based industries. Agro-based industries. You can have mineral-based industries. So you can have agro-based industries. You can have nothing but mineral-based industries. You can have also the another industries is, you can also have iron and steel industries, chemical industries. So these are these are nothing but different type of industries based on nothing but raw material. So you can have different classification of industries also depending upon what type of what type of product that you are making. Clear? Now agro-based industries means like industries could be agro-based industries, cotton textile industries could be agro-based industry, jute industry can be agro-based industries, because they are taking what? They are taking raw material as what? They are taking raw material from the agriculture sector. What is mineral-based industries? Dependent on mining sector, whatever the mining you are doing, from there whatever things you are deriving, mineral based industries. You have iron steel industries, like you can have thermal power plant, mining based industries dependent on coal. Clear? Iron steel industries, mine depends upon iron. Chemical industries depends upon all chemicals that you are deriving. Clear? So all these are based on raw material. Heavy industries are those industries in which final product, finished product is what? Finished product is very heavy in weight. Okay, so we are talking about weight over here. That final product is more in weight than the raw material that you are using. And light industries are what? Light industries are something that our raw material is having what? Lesser weight. Okay, that is there. Clear? And finished product is also having nothing but lesser weight, that you find in the case of light industries. So you have heavy industries also, you have nothing but light industries also. Heavy industries could be your machineries and etc. Okay, generally you use machineries which are heavy in nature. So final product machine that you are using heavy in the nature. So all your machineries industries are which type of industries? Heavy industries. Then you have ancillary industries. Ancillary industries are those industries which are making parts, which are not making a final product, but they are making certain parts of the product. Those industries are called as what? Ancillary industries. While you have labor industries. Labor intensive industries are those industries which employs more labor. And capital intensive industries are those industries which employ more machineries, less labor. Clear? So those type of industries are your capital intensive industries. So industrial classification can be of various type, and these can be what? These can be based on raw material. These can be based on nothing but finished good, that you have to keep in mind. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular part? So in the questions, in the geography, you may get a question regarding describe the factors which affects the location of secondary industries. Okay, this type of question you can get in the mains examination. Describe the factor which affects the location of which industries? Secondary sector industries, that is there. Clear? Those type of questions you will get. So here you have to talk about both factors, that is geographical factors also and non-geographical factors also. So you have to talk about both these factors, that is geographical factor also and non-geographical factor, when questions comes like describing the location of which type of industries? Secondary industries. Clear? Now what is a geographical factors? What are the geographical factors? A lot of factors are geographical, like water can be one of the factor. Source of power can be one of the factor. Raw material can be one of the factor. Transport and communication. Transportation can be one of the factor. You can also have what? You can also have market, location of market as one of the factor. So all these factors, when you are writing, it is okay what? It is nothing but okay geographical factor. But there are non-geographical factors also. What are non-geographical factors? That is not connected with the geography, like aggregation of economies. Aggregation of economies, that can be a non-geographical factor. You can have okay what? You can have government policies. Government policies, that can be a non-geographical factors. So government can decide okay where industries can be located. Non-governmental policies, that is okay one of the non-geographical factors. So when such type of question comes, you have to talk about both type of factor, geographical factors also, as well as nothing but okay non-geographical factors. So question can come regarding which factors affecting the location of industries. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? So first, okay, we'll discuss all these factors in detail, why these factors are something that are affecting what? Affecting the location of, especially which type of industry? Secondary sector industries. First is okay your water. How water can determine the location of industries? Now there are certain industries which requires a lot of water, like your cotton, textile industries. Textile industries need a lot of water for whom? For nothing but okay dyeing, printing, for nothing but okay what? For nothing but okay the making the threads, okay, that is okay there. So you'll need a lot of water. You'll need jute industries. Jute industries requires nothing but okay what? Requires nothing but okay lot of water. Clear? So there are various industries which requires nothing but okay lot of water, and these industries are always found closer to where? Closer to the water source. Okay, like Hooghly River. Okay, you'll find Hooghly River in case of what? West Bengal, and you'll find a lot of jute industries okay on the bank of Hooghly River, because they are providing water, that is okay there. Clear? Lot of textile industries you'll find okay closer to what? Closer to nothing but okay rivers. Like okay, you'll see Surat belt, Surat, okay, Mahi rivers is something that is flowing, very okay rich in what? Very rich in nothing but okay textile industries, that is okay there. So what you see is okay, there are certain industries which requires lot of water, and these industries are always going to located on what? Located on nothing but okay near the water source. Either could be rivers, either could be nothing but okay lakes, anything okay, water has to be nothing but okay there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? Now the second factor is the climate. Even climate can determine what? Even climate can determine okay the okay location of industries. Like why Bangalore was preferred earlier as a destination for what? Destination for IT's industries. One of the reason was climate, because Europeans okay had a cooler climate. Okay, they found Bangalore to be more favorable as compared to what? Extreme changes okay in the okay what? In the case of nothing but okay northern part of India. Similarly Pune is a IT center. Again, what is benefit? Climate is something that is okay beneficial thing. So climate is okay one of the factor that is determining. Similarly, your textile industries also requires which type of climate? It also requires humid climate. It also requires which type of climate? Humid climate. Textile industries require which type of climatic conditions? Humid climatic conditions. Clear? They can't thrive in which condition? Dry condition, because thread will break. Okay, thread will break. So textile industries do not okay thrives in okay dry condition. That's why you will see most of textile industries in which belt? Maharashtra belt. Okay, because of coastal areas they get nothing but okay what? They get a lot of nothing but okay humidity. So humid conditions okay you're gonna find, and humid condition is where textile industries are something that are thriving. Clear? So climate also decides where the location of industries are going to be there. Clear? The third factor, we discussed raw material. Raw material. Now just now we discussed based on raw material you can have okay what? You can have different type of industries. You can have different type of industries. We call it as a footloose industries also. There's a industries which is called as nothing but okay footloose industries. There are industries which is called as what? Which is called as nothing but okay the raw material heavy industries. And there are industries which are heavy in finished product, like we discuss heavy industries. finished product is more heavy in nature. There are different type of industries, okay, that you are finding. Clear? Now if industries are having heavy raw material, then what will happen? Then transportation of this raw material to different location will cost what? Will cost more money. Clear? So that's why those industries which are having heavy raw material are always located towards where? Always located towards, okay, where the raw materials are being found. Okay, like you see iron and ore industries, iron and steel industries. So iron, okay, is quite heavy. Heavy raw material is something that is, okay, being used, and that's why iron and steel industries are located closer to where? Closer to nothing but, okay, where do you find nothing but, okay, iron. Clear? So whether you take, okay, what, Durgapur plant, whether you take Jamshedpur or Bokaro in Jharkhand, whether you take Bhilai in Chhattisgarh, why, okay, you see nothing but, okay, what, why you see industrial belt, okay, in this particular region? It is because of nothing but, okay, heavy raw material. All our iron steel industries, they are located in this particular region. So heavy raw material is one of the reasons. Clear? Now if finished product is, okay, what, if finished product is more heavy, then what will happen? If finished product is more heavy, then what will happen? Such industries are going to be located close to what? Close to the market, not near nothing but, okay, what? Not near the raw material source. Clear? So one of the factors we have also written is what? We have also written market plays an important role where you are, okay, what? Where you are going to nothing but, okay, set up your industries. So market also plays a very important role, and those industries which are having more, okay, what, more heavy finished product, they are always located close to where? They are always located close to market. Like automobile industries, all your automobile industries are located where? Closer to nothing but, okay, market. Like Chennai is one of the hub of nothing but, okay, what, automobile industries, that is, okay, there you'll find Gurgaon, okay, industry is one of the hub of automobile industries. Why? Because always, okay, the finish or, okay, finished product is heavy. When finished product is heavy, these industries are going to locate, okay, always located closer to what? Closer to their market source, okay, that is, okay, there. Clear? So any doubt regarding this particular thing, how raw material plays an important role and how market plays an important role in setting up industries? So if finished product is what? Finished product is nothing but, okay, heavy, then, okay, what will happen? You are going to locate near to the market. And if raw material is heavy, you are going to locate near what? Near nothing but, okay, raw material source, that you have to keep in mind. Clear? There are certain industries which are called as a footloose industries. Footloose industries means what? Footloose industries means what? The industries which do not have any base, that is called as a footloose, do not have any foot, can move anywhere. Okay, those type of industries are referred as what? Those type of industries are referred as a footloose industries. Okay, so industries which do not have any base, they can move anywhere, those type of industries are called as a footloose industry, that is, okay, there. Clear? So these type of industries can either be located near what? Near raw material, or these type of industries can also be located near what? Near nothing but, okay, market. Okay, so these type of industries can be located anywhere, either near nothing but, okay, what? Raw material source, or they can be located near nothing but, okay, market source, that is, okay, there. Clear? So that type of industries are referred as a footloose industries. So there is, okay, what? There is a scholar which is called as a Weber has given the industrial location theory. Weber has given an industrial location theory, and he says what? If raw material is ubiquitous, ubiquitous means what? Can be located anywhere. So if raw material is ubiquitous, present everywhere, then such industries can be located, anywhere. Anywhere means either in the market they can be located, or even okay, near the raw material they can be located. Clear? So if raw material are something that are ubiquitous, means present everywhere, then such industries can be found anywhere. Okay, near to the market also, near to nothing but, okay, raw material source also, that is, okay, there. Clear? But if, okay, raw material is what? If raw material is heavy in nature, then what will happen? If raw material is heavy in nature, then what will happen? Then such industries are going to be found where? Such industries are going to be found in case of what? In case of nothing but, okay, raw material region only. Wherever raw material are there you're going to find these industries, raw material region only. Fine. So that's why he called this as, okay, what he called this as a two type of industries: weight gaining and weight losing. He call it as, okay, what weight gaining, and he call it as what weight losing industries. Weight gaining means what? Raw material is less heavy, finished product is what more heavy, so they are gaining the weight. When they are gaining the weight, such industries are going to be located where? Near the market. And if raw material is what? Raw material is, okay, more heavy, finished product is less heavy, they are losing the weight. And if such industries can be located what? Such industries can be located near to raw material source, okay, that is okay there. Clear? So that's why these, in the Weber is talking about industrial location theory, and Weber says that those industries where whose raw material can be found anywhere, such industries are what? Such industries are ubiquitous, can be present anywhere. But if it is a weight gaining industry, then what will happen? They'll be always located near the market. If they are weight losing industries, they'll be always located where? Near to the raw material source. So this is what, okay, the industrial location theory of Weber is all about. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So market plays a very important role, raw material plays a very important role. Fine. Next, another factor that you are finding, so another factor that you are finding is transportation. Now transportation plays a very important role. Transportation plays a very important role. Clear? How transportation plays a very important role? As we discussed, industry need to what? Industry need to market their product, sell their product, market their product. They need raw material supply. So as a result, they need what? They need nothing but, okay, robust transportation. They need robust transportation. Clear? Now this transportation can be in the form of what? Can be in the form of road or expressways. Can then be in the form of what? Railways. Can be in the form of what? Ports. Can be in the form of airports also. So fine. So transport can be in any of these forms. Transport can be of in any of these forms. Especially if you want a last mile connectivity, you will be depending on who? You will be depending upon road connectivity, because this is, okay, going to provide you last mile connectivity. Rest others may not provide last mile connectivity, that is okay there. Clear? So what you see is, okay, transportation plays a very important role. For example, you will find, okay, what you will find most of refineries industries. Refinery industries where? Near the port. Like, okay, you'll see Jamnagar refineries in Gujarat, you'll see Visakhapatnam refineries. Most of the refineries are, okay, located where? Near the ports, okay, that is okay there. Why refineries are located near the ports? Yeah, we are importing, and okay, when we are importing, what will happen? We can process things over there. So again, you require which type of infrastructure over there? You require port related infrastructure. If port related infrastructures are there, then what will happen? You can develop industries over there. Clear? Now you'll see why, okay, why NCR region is, okay, one of the industrial hub of India. Why Bangalore, okay, Chennai region is one of the, okay, industrial hub of India. These are industrial hub because of nothing but, okay, what? Good road and railways connectivity. They are, okay, industrial hub because of good road and railways connectivity, that is okay there, which is helping in nothing but, okay, proper transport and communication, that is okay there. Clear? So even transport and communication plays a very important role in, okay, what? In setting up of industries. That's why if you are, okay, going through, government is coming up with the concept of what? Government is coming up with the concept of industrial corridor. What is industrial corridor? Connecting the main cities. Clear? So it is basically strategic planned interconnection of economic hub. Interconnection of economic hub. Economic hub through what? Through nothing but, okay, all these, okay, what? All these network, that is, okay, through road network, railways network, port network, or airport network. That is what, okay, you are finding. So industrial corridor can be defined as what? It can be defined as a strategic planned interconnection of interconnection of economic hub, and these are interconnected through what? These are interconnected through road network, railways network, airport network, or okay, other type of nothing but okay, infrastructure network. Clear? For example, one of the corridor that the government is building is what? Is a DMIC corridor, Delhi Mumbai Industrial Corridor. Okay, this is one of the corridor government is building up, DMIC corridor. There's another corridor like Mumbai Bangalore Industrial Corridor. There is another corridor government is developing, which is Bangalore Chennai Industrial Corridor. Then another corridor Chennai Kolkata Industrial Corridor and Kolkata Delhi Industrial Corridor. Okay, so these are the type of industrial corridor government is trying to develop. Okay, why government is trying to develop all these corridors? Because these are the major economic hub of okay, what? These are major economic hub of India. So you are trying to interconnect this. You are trying to interconnect this via which okay, that's why if you see here, government is what building? You already have Delhi Mumbai expressways. Government has already built what? Delhi Mumbai expressways. Okay, you also have which type of corridor over here? Which type of railway corridor you have? Which type of railway corridor you have? So you'll find okay, eastern dedicated freight corridor and western dedicated freight corridor. So the government is developing these two freight corridor also, western dedicated freight corridor and eastern dedicated freight corridor. These freight corridor government is okay also developing. Freight means what? Movement of goods. Okay, so currently we have what? We have nothing but okay, the railway network. Currently we have a railway network. On the same okay, what? On the same network we have both passenger train running and goods train running. Now this is causing what? This is causing delay in transportation of goods from one location to another location, because passenger train has to pass, good train has to wait, then good train can move okay on the same track that is okay there. Clear? So now the government is developing dedicated what? Dedicated lane for whom? Dedicated lane for nothing but okay, movement of okay, the goods. So dedicated freight corridor is something that is okay there. Clear? So you'll find this. So you can see this corridor, eastern okay, dedicated freight corridor and western dedicated freight corridor. So it is connecting Dankuni to Ludhiana, passing through nothing but okay, what? Your Delhi Meerut region, and from Dadri to nothing but okay, JNPT, that is port region. So you know, we remember India's most advanced port is which port? Jawaharlal Nehru Port, JNPT port. Okay, we have discussed largest container okay, port that you have. So why okay, the government is developing these particular okay, dedicated freight corridor? Government is developing because the government is having a policy of developing which type of corridor? Industrial corridor. Government is trying to develop which type of corridor? Industrial corridor. So what is industrial corridor? As we discussed, it is a strategic planned interconnection network of whom? Interconnection network of economic hub through various what? Through various infrastructure, whether rail infrastructure, road infrastructure, or other type of infrastructure. Clear? So this is the reason why we have what? This is the reason why we have okay, these type of policies. Fine. So even okay, what is playing an important role? We discussed market is something that is okay, playing an important role. Transport and communication network is also playing an important role. Next, next source that you find is okay, power. So no industries can run without what? Without the power. So power is also playing an important role. Just now we discussed why you see iron and steel industries located in this sector. As we discussed, iron is okay, what? Iron is a weight losing industries. Raw material is what? Raw material is having heavy weight, and all we discussed Chota Nagpur plateau is rich in what? It is rich in iron. It is rich in iron, and that's why you see we discussed, okay, Bhilai with the Chhattisgarh Bhilai plant or Jamshedpur Bokaro plant, Durgapur plant. Why you have, okay, these industries located? From where they are getting the power? If you remember, this region is also rich in what? Coal. Okay, you find also iron ore over here. Remember, we discussed Dharwad region, very rich in what? Iron ore. We discussed Ratnagiri and, okay, what? And nothing but, okay, Goa region, very rich in iron ore, but you don't find much of iron and steel industries over there. Why you don't find much of iron and steel industries? Because lack of what? Lack of nothing but, okay, coal. And you know that coal is being used for what? Thermal energy. It is used for thermal energy, and it is also for what? It is also used for what? Remember different type of irons? Yeah, okay, we discussed pig iron, wrought iron, remember? Okay, we discussed various type of iron. So we discussed for smelting of iron. When iron ore is taken out, we discussed ore contains lot of impurities. Okay, for, okay, removing these impurities, we have to what? We have to heat iron in a smelting plant, and for this smelting, what we require? Okay, we require coking coal. Remember, we discussed why India is importing coking coal despite having a huge amount of what? Despite having huge amount of nothing but, okay, coal in India, coal reserve in India. It is because coal is required for what? Smelting, okay, process, okay, that is okay there. And if we discuss, if coal contains impurities like sulfur, what will happen to iron? Because in India, sulfur content is very high in the coal. So if, okay, you are using Indian coal for heating, then what will happen? Then what will happen? Then we discuss high content of sulfur make iron more brittle in nature, weak in nature. That's why, okay, we are using which type of coal? High grade of coal, that is coking coal, which do not have, okay, what? Which do not have nothing but, okay, sulfur content. That is, okay, the reason. So even you see power plays a very important role. Why more of iron steel industries over here? Because this region is rich in iron ore also. This region is also rich in coal also. So coal provides nothing but, okay, adequate power. Also, if you remember the Damodar River, Mahanadi River. So that's why the government has created here what? Damodar Valley project. Damodar Valley project. This Damodar Valley project provides what? Provides something but, okay, the power, hydroelectricity powers to whom? Powers to the Durgapur plant. Like in West Bengal, we have a Durgapur plant. So that get energy from where? That get energy from nothing but, okay, Damodar Valley hydroelectricity. So for any industry, what is required? Power is something that is, okay, very important. And this power is being supplied through what? Through nothing but, okay, coal, through hydroelectricity. That is, okay, there. Clear? That's why the government in the previous year, you see question has been asked regarding why iron and steel industries, they are nothing but, okay, what? They are shifting their locations. So traditionally you find iron steel industries are located where? They are located always near where? Near nothing but, okay, raw material source. Okay, but UPSC has asked question that iron and steel industries, why they are shifting their what? Why they are shifting their, okay, location? What is the reason why they are shifting their location? The one reason is the smelting process. Advancement in smelting process means what? Now you can use electric power. With advancement in technology, you can use electric power for heating rather than what? Thermal power. So with electric power, what will happen? Let's say if you develop solar power also, let's say if you develop wind power also, then what will happen? You can get a constant source of electricity. And if you get constant source of electricity, then what will happen? You can set up, okay, industry, iron steel industries over there. That's why you find that now iron steel industries in Ghaziabad also. Ghaziabad is not having, okay, what? Ghaziabad is not having, okay, very, okay, what? Very nothing but, okay, it is industrialized belt, contain lot of nothing but, okay, what? Lot of power source, lot of, okay, power areas you're gonna find over here. It does not contain iron ore. It does not contain iron ore. Yet you see industries are found over here. Clear? Similarly, you will see Vishakhapatnam areas. There also iron and steel industries are something that are there. Why iron and steel industries are Vishakhapatnam? Because with lot of extraction of iron over here, what is happening? So over a period of time, what will happen if you constantly extract iron from the, okay, mine areas? What will happen? Quality will decline over a period of time. Resource or reserve will also decline in this particular areas. Clear? So now India is importing iron ore also from where? from the other countries, and that's why in port region you see iron and steel industries being located. So iron and steel industries are not located now only in which region? They are not only now located in okay, your Chota Nagpur Plateau region. It is now diversifying, now changing its role. That is okay, the reason why you see nothing but okay, what why you see shift is happening in the case of iron and steel industries. Clear? Any doubt regarding this? So as you see, power develops in different area, advancement in technology is happening. You don't require nothing but okay, coal for or coking coal for smelting process. You can use electric coal, electric okay, heat for smelting process. So that's why okay, you see industries are now diversifying, locating in different areas. Clear? There's another question that was asked okay, with regard to what? Shifting of sugar industries. Why sugar industries are shifting from where to where? From northern to south. More sugar industries are now found in the southern part as compared to nothing but okay, northern part. Okay, this is okay, another question that has been asked in the case of examination. So why this is okay, something that is okay there? Why do you see shifting of industries in the southern India? One thing is, as we discussed, northern India have extreme temperature. Extreme temperature means what? We discussed okay, winters, then you have okay, what? You have dry summers, and then you have what? Humid summer, like monsoon season, which is a humid summer. Okay, that is okay there. But southern India has more humidity because of nearness to what? Nearness to nothing but okay, coastal region, and also it falls under which belt? Tropical belt, where a lot of evaporation happens, sunlight is there, lot of evaporation is there. So humidity is something that is okay, more. Clear? If humidity is more, then what will happen? If air contain more moisture, then what will happen? If air contain more moisture, then what will happen? Expansion. Any other thing? If air contain more moisture, then what will happen? Then evaporation reduces. Remember, if ever air contain more moisture, then what will happen? Evaporation will reduce. Okay, we discussed if air is already having moisture, humidity is already there. We discuss 80% humidity, then air can further hold how much moisture? Only 20%. So in the northern India, since we have a more dry summer, what will happen? Air is dry. Air is dry means what? Air do not contain much of moisture, and hence evaporation rate is what? Evaporation rate is more over there. Clear? So as soon as okay, sugar cane is cut off, then what will happen? What will happen? You'll see sucrose content in the sugar starts to what? Starts to nothing but okay, decline. The sugar cane will become dry in few days only. But in case of southern India, sugar cane will what? Will not become dry. Sucrose content will be there for longer period. That's why crushing period in northern India is what? Crushing period of sugar in northern India is generally November, December. Okay, it start and it continues till March. Okay, that is a crushing period in the case of nothing but okay, northern India. But crushing period in the southern India can start from November, December and continue till May, June also, because okay, humid conditions are something that are present. Okay, so that's why industries can function for longer period of time where in the southern India as compared to nothing but okay, northern India. That's why location of okay, what? Location of nothing but okay, industry is shifting. Though which region is okay, what? Though which region is growing more of sugarcane? Which region is growing more of sugarcane? You see, northern region are growing more of sugarcane because alluvial soil, we discussed fertile soil, rainfall, perennial river, and sugarcane is which type of okay, raw material? Heavy raw material. So weight losing industries, because raw sugarcane is heavy, sugar is what? Less heavy. So what will happen is okay, industry should locate where? More in the northern region as compared to what? Southern region. But okay, why industries are shifting from northern to southern India? It is because of nothing but okay, what? It is because of the climatic conditions that is okay there. Clear? Also in southern India, cooperative movements are more successful. You see Amul, Gujarat, okay, Nandini, Karnataka, cooperative movements are something that are more successful where? In the southern part of India. And most of okay, the sugar industries are owned by cooperatives. As a cooperative, so it benefit more of farmers, okay, that those who are going the sugar cane, as compared to northern India, where okay, the industries are more owned by the company, okay, private players, okay, they are owning more in the northern India, but okay, cooperatives are owning more in the case of nothing but okay, southern India. So that's why shift of sugar industries has happening from where to where? From nothing but okay, north to south region. So you have to point out all these factors. Okay, you have to point out why okay, what? Why nothing but okay, power plays a very important role, or why nothing but okay, market plays a very important role, raw material plays a very important role. All these factors are which type of factors? All these factors are your geographical factors. All these factors are geographical factor. Why industries? Why question might come? Why jute industries are located near Hooghly Belt in West Bengal? So jute industries require which type of climatic condition? Humid climatic condition, require a lot of nothing but water to function, and that's why located in which belt? Hooghly Belt. Okay, so those type of questions can be asked in case of examinations. Clear? So location of industries, these are the geographical factors which are determining where the industries are going to be located. Clear? But there are certain non-geographical factors also. What are the non-geographical factors? So one factor we have listed down is a government policies. Government plays a very important role in determining location of industries. Clear? Now, government has come out with what? Government has come out with a policy of SEZ. What is SEZ? Yeah, Special Economic Zone. Okay. Government has come out with the policy of NIMZ. What is NIMZ? Okay, National Investment Manufacturing Zone. National Investment Manufacturing Zone. Okay, government is now creating Defense Industrial Corridor. Defense Industrial Corridor. Two regions that has been announced is what? UP and Tamil Nadu, where government is setting up what? Defense Industrial Corridor. That is there. Clear? So government comes out with what? Government comes out with nothing but certain policies, and government creates certain zones like Special Economic Zone, National Investment Manufacturing Zone. So what is SEZ? A Special Economic Zone. What is this type of zone? Economically important zone. Any other thing? Tax burden is reduced. Any other thing? Any other thing with regard to Special Economic Zone? Now these zones, why has been created? These zones has been created for boosting what? Export. Those industries which are export oriented industries and can benefit India's in export are going to be set up in what? Are going to be set up in which zone? Special Economic Zone. Okay, so why the government is creating this economic zone, Special Economic Zone? Because government wants to boost export. You know that India has what? India's export is less and India's import is what? More, and that's why India's face a current account deficit. So we face a current account deficit. So government wants to boost nothing but what? Government wants to boost export, and that's why government is asking those industries which are export oriented industries which can boost India's export to set up their bases where? To set up their bases in this zone, that is a Special Economic Zone. Clear? Why? What is the benefit of setting up industries in this zone? Easier clearances. This becomes easy. All these clearances which is required, construction permit, which is required to create industries, all this becomes very easy in this particular zone. Of course, tax related benefit government can provide. Better transport and communication. These regions are having better transport and communication, so the government will nothing but provide all these particular benefit if you set up industries in Special Economic Zone. Now this industry can be what? This industry can be services industries also if you are exporting services, or it could be what? Manufacturing industries also if you are exporting goods. Both industries can be set up in which zone? Both industries can be set up in a Special Economic Zone. Clear? Second zones government is creating is which type of zone? National Investment Manufacturing Zone. So if you see, India has brought SEZ policy from 1970s onward, most precisely from 1976 onward. India has brought this policy of Special Economic Zone. But despite having this particular policy of Special Economic Zone, you don't see much of what? Much of increase in export of India. You don't see much of increase of export in India over a period of time. That's why the government has brought this particular objective of National Investment Manufacturing Zone. So in 2011, government brought a policy which is called as a NF, National Manufacturing Policy. National Manufacturing Policy 2011. Okay, this policy was something that was brought, and its objective was what? Objective to increase the manufacturing shares in GDP from 16 to 17% to an till nothing but 25%. Okay, so its objective is to increase the shares of manufacturing, share of manufacturing in GDP from 16 to 17% to 25%. Just now we discussed how much manufacturing is contributing. Just now we discussed how much it is contributing, around 16 to 17%. Okay, that is okay what manufacturing is contributing within secondary sector. So though you see from 2011 till 2022, the target was 2022, government want to increase this to 25% by 2022. However, we have not achieved this target. Okay, we have not achieved this target primarily because of what? Primarily because of 2012 to 14 we had okay huge oil prices which prohibited the development of industries. Crude oil prices were very high. Then certain okay policies like demonetization, GST derailed okay what? Derailed nothing but okay the industrial processes. COVID has also impacted. So all these has okay what? All this has led to the policy, the target is not achieved. Okay, the policy or the target okay the goals are not achieved under national manufacturing policy. But under this, government is creating what? Government is creating a dedicated zone which is called as a national investment manufacturing zone. Clear? Why? Because just now we discussed India do not have what? Do not have much of manufacturing sector, even despite creation of whom? Even despite creation of SEZ. SEZ is now having which type of more industries? Services industries are more in SEZ. Manufacturing industries are not much in case of SEZ. That's why the government has brought okay this particular concept of national investment manufacturing zone that will have this particular zone, and this particular zone minimum okay what? Minimum is 5,000 hectares of land. Okay, for setting up okay okay industry you need minimum of nothing but okay this much land, and government will okay ensure that easier land acquisition can happen. Government will provide all these benefits that we discussed: tax related benefit, labor clearances, environmental clearances, construction permit. Government will provide this so as to have development of which type of okay industries? Manufacturing industries. Okay, so national investment manufacturing zone. Like in India, in Karnataka, which are the belt okay that where NIMZ is being created? Where the belt okay where NIMZ is being created in case of Karnataka? So you have Tumkur. Okay, Tumkur is identified. Okay, the Belgaum is identified. Okay, these Shimoga has been identified. These belt has been identified for development of development of nothing but okay national investment manufacturing zone. Okay, even you have DMIC zone, that is Delhi Mumbai Industrial Corridor zone. They are also creating what? NIMZ, National Investment Manufacturing Zone. So a lot of okay zone has been identified to create which type of industries? To create nothing but okay manufacturing industries. So this is okay policy. So as a result, government is identifying these zones. So what will happen? It is a government policy that is driving the location of whom? Location of nothing but okay industries. Clear? Then as we discussed, government is now creating defense industrial corridor. India is now wanting to go for defense indigenization. More defense products should be made indigenously rather than being purchased from foreigners, foreign countries. So that's why okay in UP and in Tamil Nadu, government is developing what? Government is developing the defense industrial corridor. Okay, so these are the government policy that is driving the location of industries. Fine. You also have what? You also have okay the PLI scheme. Last class we discussed this scheme. What was this scheme? Production linked incentive schemes. Yes, okay. PLI scheme is what? Production linked incentive scheme. We discussed for mining sector, government has launched PLI, and like that, okay, government has launched PLI for what? PLI for nothing but okay 14 sectors. Okay, so mining is one such sector. Government has launched PLI scheme for okay various sectors. Okay, that is okay there. So here government is providing what? Incentives. Government is providing incentives. Incentives in the form of what? Export concession or duty. Export, no duties will be levied, tax related benefit. Those intense incentive government is providing if you are boosting production. If you are boosting production. So even PLI is what? PLI schemes are also driving what? Driving the location of industry. That is okay there. Clear? So government policy is one such policy which is driving what? Driving the location of industries. Clear? Any doubt? Then there is okay what? Then there is aggregation of economies. Aggregation of economies. This also drives nothing but okay location of industries. Now certain industries are there which depends on whom? Which depends on other industries, and that's why these industries are always found closer to what? Closer to such industries. Clear? So certain industries are dependent on what? Dependent on okay the other industries. That's why these industries are always found closer to such particular industries. Fine. For example, you see fertilizer industry. Fertilizer industry. Now fertilizer industries requires what? One of the things that they require is ammonia, urea. Okay, urea is being made from where? Urea is being made from ammonia. One of the things that they also require is naphtha. Naphtha is coming from where? Naphtha is coming from where? It is coming from refinery industries. Naphtha is a byproduct of whom? It is a byproduct of refining industries. Okay, it is a byproduct of which type of industries? Refinery industries. That's why you see fertilizer industries often are found in close vicinity of whom? In close vicinity of nothing but okay, refineries industries. Where you'll find refinery industries, you'll also find okay there fertilizer industries location, that is okay there. Clear? So these are okay, what? These are aggregation of economies. Okay, these are aggregation of economies because some industries are present which are okay giving certain byproduct. These byproduct can be utilized by other industries, and hence okay, what will happen? You'll find such industry lying in close vicinity, or like in certain regions where okay fertilizer industries, refineries industries are not present, you'll find fertilizer in between. You'll find fertilizer industries in between two refineries. Why fertilizer industries in between two refineries? They can utilize products from what? Either of the refineries. Okay, that is okay there. So that's why okay they are also found in case of nothing but okay what? In the case of middle of two refineries. Clear? So that's where you'll find location of whom? Location of nothing but okay fertilizer industries. Fine. So you can see this is a location of whom? This is location of nothing but okay fertilizers plant in case of India. So we discussed Jamnagar. What you have just now we discussed, you have a refineries in case of Jamnagar. Then you also have nothing but okay Tarchar, Raulkela. Here also you will see nothing but okay refineries industries, that is okay present. You'll also see Gorakhpur. Okay, this is lying in the belt of two refineries. Okay, so one refineries you will find over here in Barauni. One refinery you will find in Mathura. It is found in okay two nothing but okay what? Two nothing but okay refineries, in between two refineries. Panipat, Batinda, again a source of nothing but okay refineries industries. So what you see is okay wherever you see fertilizer industry located, why it is located? It is located in close association with whom? Close association with the refineries industries. Clear? So that's why you'll find what? You'll find nothing but okay location of industries in such particular areas. Okay, you'll find location of industries in such particular areas, and this is called as a aggregation of economies. Because one industry is present, other will automatically come over and set up in these regions. For example, you'll also find what? You'll also find when government is developing the industrial corridor, which type of industries will develop over here other than the manufacturing industry? Other than the manufacturing industry, you will also see development of which type of services sector? You'll also find development of health services. You'll also find development of which type of services? Education services. Because if workers are working in these areas, then what will happen? Their families requires health services, their family requires educational services. So you'll see development of what? Development of health services. You'll see development of educational services. You'll also see development of logistics services, because industries need what? Okay, yes, logistic tools. Okay, move goods from one areas to nothing but okay other areas. So all these services will automatically develop because of what? Because of nothing but okay location of one industry. So this is what we call as a aggregation of whom? Aggregation of economy. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So that's why you have both type of factor, as we discussed, geographical factor also, and you have what? Non-geographical factor also. Both these factors are something that are affecting the location of whom? Location of industries. Clear? So this you have to keep in mind with regard to location of secondary industries, why secondary industries are located in certain areas. Clear? So if question comes, what is the reason why industries are located? You have to explain both these factors, geographical factors and non-geographical factors. Okay, but if it is asked in paper 1, then what will happen? Paper 1 GS, if it is asked, then you have to stress more on which type of factor? Geographical factor. If it is asked more in paper 3, economics, location of secondaries industries, then you have to stress more on non-geographical factor. Okay, so depending upon, the same question can be asked in both the paper, but approach you have to see in mind. Okay, economic approach has to be taken when you are answering question related to, okay, what related to economics, and geographical approach has to be taken into account when you are taking, okay, what when you are writing answers for paper 1. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? Now also, as we discussed, government is okay, deciding the location of industries. Government also makes, okay, several industrial policies. Government also makes several industrial policies, and over a period of time you see, okay, the two important policies, what? Industrial policy of 1956 and industrial policy of what? 1991. These are, okay, what? These are nothing but, okay, two important industrial policies which government has made over a period of time. Clear? Though you also have industrial policy of 1948. Okay, current also, okay, government is trying to revise a new industrial policy, but currently these two policies you have to keep in mind. What is industrial policy of 1956 and what is industrial policy of 1951? So industrial policy of 1956, okay, has, okay, what has created three types of group, has created three type of industries. Those industries which are, okay, reserved only for whom? Only for nothing but, okay, public sector are classified in group A. Those industries where public and private require licenses to operate, that is, okay, put in, okay, what put in nothing but, okay, B. And C is where private can open without any licenses and etc. Three categorizations were done in the case of what? In the case of nothing but, okay, industrial policy of 1956. So in industrial policy of 1956, industries were categorized into three groups. Okay, group A were those industries which were reserved specifically for whom? Specifically for the government, public sector. Private cannot open such particular industries. Like railways was there, okay, atomic energy was there, you saw fertilizers industries were there, coal sectors were there. All these were placed under group A, that is, okay, there. Clear? Group B, public sectors can also operate, but private, if they are operating, they require licenses from whom? Licenses from government to operate, that is, okay, there. And third type of industries were nothing but, okay, the group C industries where private can what? Where private can nothing but, okay, operate without any licenses. Okay, so this type of, okay, what? This type of nothing but, okay, the industrial policy is called as a public-led developmental model, or we say public sector-led developmental model. The government were trying to develop, okay, what? Develop through public-led developmental model, not private-led developmental model. So this were nothing but, okay, major policy, industrial policy of 1956. Though certain minor changes were done in 1970s and 80s, okay, to start some, okay, what? To start some liberalization. But major change only happens in case of what? In case of nothing but, okay, 1991, when we have introduced what? The LPG reform, that is, okay, liberalization, privatization and globalization reform. Now the question is why the government has, okay, brought changes. Why the government has brought the changes? What were the problem with the public sector led developmental model? No economy. No growth in that, sir. No growth in that. Yes. Okay. Yeah. No, closed economy. We had a closed economy because we were following import substitution model also. So we were trying to restrict the import, and we were trying to nothing but, okay, what? Trying to develop, okay, those goods within India also. So that import substitution model is, okay, what we were following through, okay, what? Through nothing but, okay, 1956 policies. Clear? So there was, okay, what? There was not much interaction, not much export and import with nothing but, okay, world, okay, that is, okay, there, because India wants to become self-reliant, and that's why we choose the path of closed economy. But problem was what? Problem was public sector was inefficient. The one major problem with the public sector was what? Inefficient. And that's why this led to a lot of resource wastages. this has led to lot of resource wastages. Public sector was very much inefficient, and this led to lot of resource wastages. We were not utilizing the raw material, we were not processing the raw material in an effective manner. Then like there are several industries like Coal India Limited, CIL, you see Coal India Limited, you'll see fertilizer industries, you'll see refineries industries like coal petroleum industries. All these industries were not able to meet the domestic demand. They were not able to meet the domestic demand. They were not able to meet the domestic demand. So for example, if you ask your fathers and etc., booking a gas cylinder earlier used to take what? Earlier used to take a lot of many days to deliver. So fertilizers used to be not available, used line used to be there with regard to fertilizers. The government used to provide kerosene and etc. to what? At a subsidized rate for cooking and other purposes, that is there. So these industries, public sector led industries, were not able to meet the domestic demand also. Why? Because they were not running properly, inefficient they were there, and a lot of resource wastages were something that were there in the industries. Clear? Also, because we discussed certain private industries required what? Licenses to operate. There was something called license Raj also. License Raj also. License Raj was what? Corruptions. So license Raj was corruption. Bureaucracy used to demand what? Money for nothing but giving licenses, and that is led to what we call as a licenses Raj. And this used to what? Inhibit the development of what? Inhibit the development of industries. So that problems also we were facing. Clear? Since India chose the path of import substitution, we were not directly trading with whom? Trading with the foreign countries and etc. So there was lesser amount of what? Lesser amount of movement of capital. FDI, FII were not much coming into what? Investment were not much coming into India. Why? Because things were reserved for whom? Things were reserved for the government. Private can't invest. So not what? FDI and FII were nothing but very less. And indigenously, how you get what? How you get a money for investment? You go to the bank. Bank gives you what? Loans for nothing but investment. From where the bank get money? From the depositors. So bank get money from the depositor. So if people of India have more money, then only what will happen? They will deposit money in the bank. When they will deposit money in the bank, then what will happen? You will get nothing but more money for the investment. Clear? But India were poor. Post what? Post Britishers has left, India were nothing but poor country. Not many people have what? Not many people have wealth to deposit in case of nothing but bank. And also bank were not present everywhere. That's what the reason why government gone for what? Government also gone for bank nationalization, so that bank can bank branches can be open in all areas and financial inclusion can be done. So you see, the bank were not having much money, and as a result not much investment were there, and already we have blocked which type of investment? Foreign investment, because industries were reserved only for whom? For the public sector. Not much. Even if private wants to come, private also has to take licenses, that is there. Foreign private also has to take a licenses. So this has led to what? This has led to nothing but decline of whom? Decline of nothing but growth. Particularly 1970s and 1980s, you see this period where a lot of nothing but growth problems has happened. 1970s and 1980s, lot of growth problems has happened. So 1972-73, oil shock has happened. Oil prices rose up significantly, and this created what? This created unemployment problem, other problem, because industries were growing, and with further oil shocks, oil prices rising, industry has to nothing but what? Remove workers also, so that they can survive this oil shocks and etc. So as a result, you see lot of lot of political turbulence, and that's why you see you can associate emergency why it was launched. Emergency why it was launched by Indira Gandhi, because there were a lot of nothing but turbulence against whom? Turbulence against the government. Protests started in Gujarat, like student protests started in Gujarat. You'll see in case of nothing but Bihar. Then political turmoil also happens. When Indira Gandhi removed nothing but governors. So the elected government were nothing but what? Elected government were nothing but removed. So those problems led to nothing but what? Emergency also. So it's economic problem that is leading to what? That is leading to nothing but political problems. Emergency were something that were imposed. So all these problems were starting because of which type of model? Because of nothing but public led model. And because industries were inefficient, we were not able to boost our what? We were not able to boost our export. We were not able to boost our export. We were not able to meet our domestic demand also. That is okay there. And as a reason, what had happened? As a reason, what had happened? You will see nothing but okay, what you see, the government has to government has to bring this particular reform, LPG reform. Why? Because we started facing current account deficit crisis. Okay, we started facing current account deficit crisis. So why only in 1991 government brought this reform? Why not before? Because you see, if you study history also, post-independence history, Rajiv Gandhi started reform in 1985 itself. So why the government waited for nothing but okay 1991 to bring LPG reform? Huh? Yeah, we didn't have a reserve. Why we didn't have a foreign reserve? To meet our import, we didn't have a reserve. Why we didn't have a foreign reserve? Yeah, okay. Why? What led to decline in reserve? Any special reason led to decline in reserve? War. Which type of war? Indochina. No, 1962 was Indochina. The major reason was, the two major reasons which led to nothing but okay, what? Which led to nothing but okay, the huge economic problem was India was the Gulf crisis. So Gulf crisis of nothing but okay 1990, when Iraq invaded what? Iraq invaded Kuwait. Okay, so that is okay one reason. Now one thing, in lot of Indians used to work in what? These Gulf countries, and because of these war, all Indians has to what? All Indians has to nothing but okay come back. This stopped what? They stopped the remittances part. Remittances, okay, which are coming from nothing but okay these country, foreign reserve which is coming to okay India, were stopped because of nothing but okay, but because of the workers okay being brought from these region to nothing but okay India. Clear? The second major reason was what? Oil prices suddenly what? Oil prices suddenly rose up because okay, because of war. Okay, you can see the location. This is okay where okay what? This is where Pakistan is there. This is where Iran is there. And this is a Persian Gulf region. You will find Kuwait in this region. You will find Iraq over here. So Iraq, okay, this blocked the Persian Gulf route for nothing but okay what? For nothing but okay oil import. And as a result, oil prices rose up. Okay, so now we need more money, more foreign reserve for what? More foreign reserve for nothing but okay oil. Okay, because we need more money for import, more foreign reserve for import, more dollar for import. So on one side, dollar is getting less. On the other side, dollar is what? Dollar is okay, we have to shell out more dollars also. On one side we are not getting dollar, on other side we have to shell out more dollar also. The third major problem was what? The collapse of Soviet Union. Okay, so you know that okay, one of nothing but okay India's major export destination was what? Was the Soviet Union. Okay, and one of the major supplier of aid was what? Major supplier of aid was nothing but okay Soviet Union. Okay, so Soviet Union was okay one country which was nothing but okay supplying lot of nothing but okay what? Lot of nothing but okay aid to India. They have helped us okay, as we discussed, with our defense equipment. They have helped us in war also. Okay, in supply of what? In supply of nothing but okay the technology, in supply of what? The agriculture produce. So they have okay what? They have been major aid contributor, and they were the major export destination for India. Okay, so they were the major export destination for India. Collapse of this means what? We are not able to nothing but okay sell our export, and again what will happen? This led to what? This led to nothing but okay decline in dollar. Okay, that is okay there. Clear? So all these led to what? All these situation led to, because on one side dollars stopped coming, on other side what will happen? We have to shell out more dollars because of this one. This has led to foreign reserve crisis, and that is the reason if you associate with international relation, India started which policy? Okay, if you see okay Gujarat Doctrine, Lucky's policy, India started all this in 1990s. Why? What is the reason? Because of we lost our destination, export destination. So some other areas we have to look for nothing but okay export. So India is looking towards what? Towards nothing but okay Southeast Asian country. Look East policy we started. Okay, that is okay there. Or Think West policy we started, more towards something but okay Gulf country, how to secure our strategic reserve of oil and etc. So all these policies India started because of nothing but okay what? Because of nothing but okay problem in case of what? Problem in the case of international relations. So it's not that India was not taking reform before 1991. We were taking, but at a lesser scale. Okay, very minute reform, incremental changes we were bringing. But this sudden reform were necessary. Why? This sudden reform were necessary because of nothing but okay, the situation that we faced in case of 1991. Clear? Which led to depletion of what? Depletion of okay, foreign exchanges. Clear? So this is the reason why India adopted and moved towards what? Moved towards nothing but okay, LPG policy of 1991. What is liberalization? What is privatization? What is globalization? Anyone can define? Government involved in liberalization. Okay, anyone else? What? How do you define the term liberalization? How you define the term privatization and globalization? Less rules of whom in liberalization? Less role of whom? Less rules in liberalization. Okay, fine. Anyone else? What is liberalization? What is privatization? What is globalization?
Liberalization is the policies for
Okay,
everyone.
fine.
Privatization, the most of the private sectors come up. They started investments and the later is completely removed. And globalization, once we are inside a country, we have closed economy. From that, we have one way inside a country. And
okay. See, we just now discussed what was there in industrial policy 1956. Three sectors were there: A, B, and C. A reserved for whom? Public. B reserved for public, or B can be public also, and private requires what? Licenses, and C is open to private. Clear? Without any licenses. These three we have discussed. Now, what is okay? This okay? Liberalization. Liberalization means what? Liberalization coming from liberal. Liberal means what? You are removing restriction. One who is imposing restriction is what? Conservative. One who is removing restriction is called as what? Liberal, in the sense okay, that is okay there. Clear? Liberalization means liberal. Liberal means what? Okay, you are easing restrictions. So what were industries that were not open to okay, what? Private? You started okay, what? You started de-reserving of sectors started. Clear? So only earlier you saw 17 industrial sectors were only reserved for whom? Reserved only for the government. 17 sectors were reserved. Now from here you have okay, reduced it to 5 in case of what? In case of 1991 policy. Currently it has reduced to 2. Only railways and atomic energy is currently under the control of government. Rest of the sectors has been open to whom? Rest of the sectors has been open to private. Okay, so de-reservation of nothing but okay, what? De-reservation of sectors were done. That is one thing. The second major thing is what? Removal of what? Removal of nothing but okay, license Raj. Okay, licenses were abolished. That is okay, another form of liberalization. Okay, that is another form of nothing but okay, liberalization. So okay, so easing restrictions okay with regard to private, that is called as a liberalization. What is privatization? What is privatization? Privatization means what? Change of ownership. So earlier we discussed we were following which type of model? Public-led developmental model. From here we are shifting towards which type of developmental model? Private-led developmental model. So industries that were owned by the public sector now need to be privatized. Like you see recently Air India has been what? Privatized. Air India has been bought by whom? Tata. Tata has taken over Air India. A lot of government industries which were earlier under the government, they were what? They were now okay, privatized, and okay, privatization has been done. So that part you have to keep in mind. Change of ownership is what? Privatization. Now there is a term also called disinvestment. What is disinvestment?
government shall exist.
Yeah, okay, when government sells okay, what? When government sells certain shares to the private, okay, that is called as what? That is called as a disinvestment. Let's say government owns a company 100%, then government sells 10% shares to the private. Like recently government has done this in okay, LIC. Okay, government has sold certain shares of LIC to nothing but okay, private sector. This is called as a disinvestment. But disinvestment is not privatization, okay, because still who is owner? Who is the majority owner? Government is majority owner. So when more than 50% shares are under the control of whom? Are under the control of nothing but okay, private player, then we call it as what? Then we call it as a privatization. Okay, so change of ownership from public-led developmental model to private-led developmental model. This is called as nothing but okay, what? This is called as a privatization part. Okay, and the third is globalization. What is globalization? What is globalization? when there is a free flow of what? Free flow of goods, services, okay, capital, human, all these are okay, what? All these are there, then it is called as what? It is called as a globalization. Globalization means what? Interlinking one economy with the other economy through free flow of what? Free flow of nothing but okay goods, free flow of nothing but okay services, free of flow of nothing but okay capital, and free flow of nothing but okay what? Humans. Clear? Like you see, many Indians are now working where? Outside of India, NRIs, okay, you see working in what? Working in USA, working in UK. Why? There is a free flow of movement of nothing but okay people now. So even free flow of humans is called as what? Is called as a globalization. Free flow of goods and services. Earlier we discussed India who used to what? India used to be closed economy. When used to export or when we used to import, what will happen? We used to levy a lot of duties, custom duties, okay, excise duties, all those duties used to be levied whenever we nothing but okay used to import and export. Countervailing duties, okay, you will find also what? You'll find nothing but okay anti-dumping duties. Lot of duties were nothing but okay used to be levied. But now, okay, what will happen? There should be free flow. There should be free flow. So free flow of nothing but okay goods and services need to be there. Clear? Capital means what? Yeah, free flow of investment. Remember FDI, FII, we just now discussed, okay, these were lesser in case of 1956 policies, okay. So when free flow of capital movement is there, then it is called as what? It is called as a globalization. So globalization means it involves free flow of goods, services, capital, nothing but okay what? Capital as well as nothing but okay humans. For example, recently India has signed okay FTA with whom? UK, free trade agreement. What this free trade agreement means? Free flow of what? Goods and services, okay, that is okay there. Free flow of goods and services, that is okay, involved in free trade agreement. So we are pursuing what? We are pursuing all these free trade, free movement, okay. Why? Because this is a part of which policy? Globalization policies, okay. And that's why you were, if you are reading international relations, you were hearing about what? Anti-globalization movement. What is anti-globalization movement? What is anti-globalization movement? Yeah, when you are moving away from globalization, this is called as what? Anti-globalization. Like US, when US is imposing tariff, it is which type of measure? Anti-globalization, because you are okay restricting the free flow of what? Free flow of nothing but okay goods and services or trade. Or you see Britain has exited from where? From the European Union, okay. Brexit has happened from the European Union in 2016-17. Britain has come out. Why Britain has come out from the European Union? Okay, because they were worried about okay Europe people coming and settling in London and taking the job of nothing but okay local people. Free flow of humans, okay. So Brexit is which type of practice? Anti-globalization practice, okay, that is okay there. So that's why you are hearing about the term anti-globalization or anti-thing. Why it is coming? Because of nothing but okay these particular nothing but okay movement. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? So remember 1991 LPG was reform were introduced. LPG reform means what? The liberalization, that is easing restriction, removal of license RAS, those sectors which were not open to private, now private can come and set up industries in those particular sector. That is called as a liberalization. Privatization means what? Change of ownership from public-led developmental model, you are shifting towards what? Private-led developmental model. And globalization means what? There should be free flow of what? Goods, services, movement, as well as nothing but okay what? Capital. So these are okay important things that you have to keep in mind with regard to what? Liberalization, privatization, and globalization policies. Fine. So this okay reform were introduced, and as a result, now we are okay what? We are trying to develop secondary sector. So this India has brought this particular reform in order to develop which type of industries? Manufacturing industries also, services industries also. India has brought all these particular reform. So in secondary sector, what are the policies that we have okay brought in order to develop more of manufacturing industries? So first we have discussed which policies were brought. First, which policy have been brought? National manufacturing policy. So first, which policy were brought? National manufacturing policy 2011. As we discussed, this policy tries to increase what? This policy tries to increase the shares in GDP from 16 to 17% to how much? To nothing but okay 25%. That was the target. As we discussed, this was not achieved. But this has now been subsumed under which policy? This has now been subsumed under which policy? Make in India. Okay, so in 2014, government introduced which policy? Government has introduced Make in India policy. Now this is important. Why it is important? Because already 10 years has passed. Okay, question can come with regard to evolution of Make in India policy. What are the benefit, or what are nothing but okay, what are the cons, okay, of this particular policy. So make in India, okay, this policy has been brought in 2014. Clear? Now also government has introduced, in order to what, in order to nothing but okay, the further the make in India, government has also introduced two other India, which is Digital India and Skill India. These missions government has introduced, Digital India mission and Skill India mission. These policies were introduced in 2015, because we discussed without public being skilled, you can't develop what, you can't develop, okay, manufacturing sector. And secondly, digitalization is one of the need of the hours, okay. So that's why these policies were developed, Make in India policy, Digital India and Skill India, supplementing nothing but okay, Make in India policies. Fine. Then there is also what, currently the government has developed what, yeah, Atmanirbhar or self-reliant India. So this policy has been introduced from 2020 onwards, okay. So Make in India has, okay, what, has taken a slight backseat, and government has taken, has now went towards what, self-reliant or Atmanirbhar Bharat 2020. This particular policy has been introduced to develop, okay, the secondary sector, that is okay there. Clear? So these are the policies that has been introduced, national manufacturing policies, Make in India policy, self-reliant India, or Atmanirbhar Bharat policies. Okay, what is difference between Make in India and self-reliant India? What is difference between Make in India and self-reliant India?
Maybe the goods should be done by
Okay, there is a term also, Made in India. Make in India, Made in India, self-reliant India. Like Made in China, you okay, hear the term now? So that's why the term Made in India is also there. What difference you are finding? Why the government has brought a different policy in the form of self-reliant or Atmanirbhar?
Make in India, we have to do manufacturing in India. In self-reliant, case of self-reliant India, we should not depend on anyone, and like sustainability.
Okay. Even in Make in India, you hear there is a zero defect, zero effect. Okay, and those particular thing, okay, that is okay there. Make India talks about sustainability. It talks about sustainability, zero defect, zero effect. Okay, that is okay there. Okay, you can take it. Okay, if you want to take it. Okay, zero defect, zero effect. Zero defect means what? That product should be of good quality. Whatever the product that you are making, that should be of nothing but okay, what? Good quality. That is zero defect. And what is zero effect? Okay, should not affect the environment. Okay, that is a part of nothing but okay, Make in India. Okay, so Make in India talks about quality also, Make in India talks about sustainability also. That is okay, part of nothing but okay, Make in India policy. Clear? So what difference you are finding in Make in India and self-reliant India? Basically, Make in India talks about okay, the government asking the foreign industries to come and set up their bases where, in India, okay, and start their export or they start their production in India. That is okay, what? Make in India policy. Clear? Make in India policy is asking nothing but okay, foreigners or foreign companies to come and set up their bases in India and start their production in India. That is okay, objective of nothing but okay, Make in India policies. Okay, whether self-reliant India is focusing on what? Self-reliant India is focusing on nothing but okay, making product that is okay, what? That should okay, meet the demand of whom? Demand of domestic okay, people. Okay, that should meet the demand of whom? That should meet the demand of domestic people. Clear? So self-reliant. Okay, right now we are importing goods from where? Indians are importing goods from where? Foreign countries, because we do not have the product being made in India. So rather than importing product from the foreign countries, Indians should buy which type of product? Indian product. Okay, that is okay there. That is the objective of whom? That is the objective of nothing but okay, self-reliant India. So self-reliant India wants what? It wants that okay, goods that should be produced in India should meet the domestic demand of whom? should meet the domestic demand of India. So that is objective of whom? That is objective of nothing but okay, self-reliant India. Clear? Any doubt regarding this part? So the government has now introduced okay, make in India policy. The government has now introduced what? Self-reliant policy. That is okay there. Clear? Of course, the same objective like quality should be proper, environmental sustainability should be there. These are okay there in both. Okay, make in India also and self-reliant India also. That is okay there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So these are okay, what? These are the change. Okay, these are the change that you are finding between make in India as well as nothing but okay, self-reliant India. That is okay there. Clear? So Indian should not depend upon whom? Indian should not depend upon any foreign countries, foreign okay thing. They should okay, what? They should nothing but okay, have their own domestic okay, what? Domestic production, domestic basis. It should meet the demand of domestic people. So that is okay, what? Self-reliant India is all about. Clear? So all these policies you are seeing, national manufacturing policy, make in India policy, and self-reliant or Atmanirbhar Bharat, these are okay, what? These are nothing but okay, important policies that the government has launched with regard to which sector? With regard to secondary sectors. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular part? So these important things you have to keep in mind with regard to location of which type of industries? Location of nothing but okay, secondary sector industries. These okay, you have to keep in mind with regard to location of secondary sector industries. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? So even industrial policy helps in determining what? Industrial policy helps in determining location of industries, where industry should be located, where industry should not be located. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular part? So this is all about what? This is all about nothing but okay, location of what? Location of industries. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? Need a break? Okay, have a break.
Okay, I come to class. You must play something else.
So the last thing that we are taking up is okay, what population related part. So last thing we are taking up is the population related part. Now, what are the factors that are influencing the distribution of population? So these are the factors that influences the okay distribution of population, that is geographical factor, economic factor, social cultural factor, demographic factor, and political factor. All these factors okay influences the location and distribution of population, that is okay. Yeah. So geographical factor. Fine. So why do you see northern India? Okay, which is the most populated state of India? UP. You see, okay, Bihar, very high density of population. West Bengal, very high density of population. What makes this particular region more populated and more population dense? Yeah, okay. So geographical factors are what? Your high fertile land. These are high fertile land. Then water availability, yes, perennial river. Then climatic condition. Climate is something that is okay favorable. Why Northwest India? This okay, Punjab, Haryana is also what? Like Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan also cleaner, but okay, not half because climate is extreme, more semi-arid conditions are there. Arid, okay, here okay, more rainy conditions are there. Climate is something that is okay favorable. So, and you'll also see what you'll also see nothing but okay, it is easier to create what? It is easier to create infrastructure also because plainer areas easier to dig up and okay you can create infrastructure also. So all these factors contribute what all these geographical contribute more population in this particular region. More population in this particular region. Clear? Second factor is the economic factor. What is economic factor? Like industries, urbanization. These are also contributing to what? These are also contributing to nothing but okay, high density population. So why Bangalore is more densely populated or Chennai is more densely populated, Delhi, Noida is more densely populated. This is because of what? Because of nothing but okay, in economic reason, industries are there, highly urbanized cities are there, more economic opportunities are there. So that is leading to what? That is leading to more location of industries in this particular region. Clear? More location of population in this particular region. Next is social and cultural factor. What is social and cultural factor? What is social and cultural factor? Social and cultural factor. Development of health related facilities, education related facilities. Okay. Then okay, what? All these okay will lead to what? Will lead to nothing but okay, more okay, what? More nothing but okay, population in those particular areas. What is cultural factors? Like why you see tribals okay tend to live closer together. Tribal has a close knit society. Why close knit society? Because okay still okay individual some tribals do not have individual ownership of properties. They have got joint ownership of nothing but okay properties and etc. That is fine. Okay, so tribals have nothing but okay joint ownership of properties. That is okay there. So those are okay cultural factors. Okay, those are cultural factors. What causing the tribes to nothing but okay stay together. That is okay there. Clear? So this is okay. What this is also affecting the distribution of population. Then you have demographic factors. What are demographic factors? Like you see nothing but okay young population. We just now discussed young population, high okay what there should be okay high birth rate, low death rate. That causes nothing but okay population to what explode. High birth rate and low death rate. This causes population to nothing but okay explode. So why low death rate are there? Because of advancement in health facilities and other facilities. Why high birth rate is there? Because of poverty, because of nothing but okay, what you need more people to earn for your family and etc. That is okay. Their awareness is not there. Okay, that is the reason high fertility rates are being seen in this particular region, and that's why densely populated region. That is okay. Another factor. Another is a political factor. What are political factors? If instability are there, then what will happen? Let's say Jammu and Kashmir. Why not much industries are there? Lot industries are there. Northeastern region. Why not industries are there? Okay, turbulence region, Naxalite areas, turbulent region. So if political okay situation is not good, crime rate is very high, situation is very okay in turmoil, then okay in such region what will happen? You don't see nothing but okay what you so don't see okay distribution of population. So what factors that affect the distribution of populations are okay your geographical factor, your economic factor, social cultural factor, demographic factor, and also nothing but okay political factor. These factors affect the distribution of populations. Fine. So the geographical factors are what you can note down these factors: availability of water, landforms, climate, soils, location of a place, and natural disasters. These are okay your geographical factors which are causing the location okay or distribution of population to a certain location. Like we discussed this part, okay, plateau region. Why plateau region is not densely populated? Why plateau region is not densely populated? Landform is from plateau mountains, okay. So why mountain hilly areas are not densely populated or plateau region are not densely populated? There is no any production because okay, as we discussed, okay, this plateau region harder rock means what? Difficult to dig up. Difficult to dig up means what? Difficult to create infrastructure over here. Then soil, okay, you can't okay dig up, okay, what? You can't create tube wells, you can't create other things, okay, in this particular region. So, okay, agriculture is less possible in this particular region. Monsoon dependent, you are going to be more there. So that is okay. Landform. How the landform is something that is okay impacting. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? So availability of water, landform, climate, soil, location of a place, and natural disaster. Like we discussed, Himalayan region, more prone to what? Natural disaster, flood, landslide, and other things. Less populations are something that are there as compared to nothing but as compared to nothing but a plainer region of India that is okay there. So all these are geographical factors which are causing nothing but okay, the okay population to reside in a particular areas, more reside in a particular area and less reside in certain areas. Clear? Second factor we have listed down is what? Is a socio-economic factor. So what are socio-economic factors? Like we discussed minerals, urbanization, transportation, okay, the industrialization, economic activity, okay, all these are what? All these are nothing but okay, socio-economic factors which are causing what? Which are causing the okay, the causing the settlement of population to a certain locations. Fine. Fine. The third factor that you have is what? The third factor that you have is a demographic factor, as we discussed. Okay, the young population, low birth rate, high birth rate and low death rate, that is natural increase, and migration. Migration is happening from one location to another location, either rural to urban or urban to rural areas. That is reverse migration. When migration happens from urban to rural, it is called as a reverse migration. When it is happening from rural to urban, we are calling it as a migration. So that you have to keep in mind. Another thing we have listed down is what? Political factors. Okay, so as we discussed, war, political unrest, discriminatory policies, okay, all these okay are going to impact what? Are going to impact the settlement of okay what population in certain region. Like why people are leaving Gaza, why okay less population in Gaza, why people are leaving Ukraine. Okay, so if we discuss Indian evacuated from the Ukraine, why this is okay happening, war situation, political conflict situations are there. So more population is going to reside where there is a stability, less population is going to reside where there is nothing but where there is nothing but okay, more instability. Fine. Fine. Any doubt regarding this one? Next, you have this one. Is this theory, Malthusian theory. Okay. So Malthusian theory is okay, population related theories. Now what it is, population could increase by multiple doubling every 25 years. Okay. So as per Malthusian theory says that what? That population is okay increasing in what? Increasing in multiples. Okay. This is increasing in multiples every 25 years. Okay. So you are now doing CSAT. Okay. So you are studying about something called what? You are studying something called AP, arithmetic progression, and GP, geometric progression. Covered AP and GP? I have not covered or covered?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Arithmetic progression is what? Like natural increase. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This is okay. This is not 2, 4, 6, 8. When there is a common difference that applies between what? Common difference that is there between the number, then it is called as what? It is called as the arithmetic progression. Like 2, 4. Common difference is what? 2. Okay. Here common difference is what? 1. Okay. So when there is a one common difference is there, that type of progression is called as what? Arithmetic progression. But when you have this type 2, 4, 8, okay, then you have 16. When you have progression like this, then what will happen? So 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4. Okay, this type of progression it is there. Now common difference is not seen. Here what is common difference? Common differences, okay, here common difference is 2, here common difference is what? 4, here common difference is what? 8. So this type of progression is called as what? Geometric progression. This type of progression is called as a geometric progression. Okay, so there are two types of progression that you will study. Okay, arithmetic progression and geometric progression. Arithmetic means what? That there is what? There is a common difference, similar common difference between all numbers, and geometric means what? There is what? Multiple things that is are happening, not same common difference. There will be different common difference that will be there between the numbers. Okay. So Malthusian is saying that the gap between food supply and the population will continue to grow over time. Okay. Why it is there? Because population is increasing in which manner? Population is increasing in geometric progression. After 2, population is between 4, 8, 16, it is increasing in which manner? Geometric progression. While the food is increasing in which manner? Arithmetic progression. Food is increasing in which progression? Food is increasing with increasing with arithmetic progression, while population is growing with the geometric progression. As a result, there will be gap between what going to be there between food supply and population. There is going to be a gap between what food supply and population. Let's say population starts with 2, food supply starts with 2. Then it will increase to 4, it will increase to 4, then it will increase to 6, it will increase to 8, then it will increase to what? 8, it will increase to 16. So over a period of time, gap between what? Gap between population and food supply will nothing but increase. This gap will cause what? If food supply, there is a gap between food supply and what? And nothing but the population, then population will not get what? Food to eat. When they will not get food to eat, what will happen? Will be there, natural calamities will be there. This will cause increase in what? This will cause increase in death rate. So currently we have now what? We have more than 8 billion population. We have more than 8 billion population currently we have, and over a period of time this population will further grow. When this population will further grow, then what will happen? Then what will happen? There will be gap that is going to be there between what? Food supply and population, and as a result, what will happen? Will not be able to meet nothing but population demand. This will cause famine, this will cause death, and this will keep population again in check. That is Yeah, so currently the population explosion that is happening, population that is going to rise will come under the check due to nothing but this gap, and this theory is called what? This theory is called the Malthusian theory. Okay, so this theory is referred to the Malthusian theory. So just remember that who has given this Malthusian theory. Malthusian says what? That the gap between what? The gap between nothing but the food supply as well as nothing but population is going to increase over a period of time. Why? Because population is increasing in which manner? Population is increasing in a geometric progression, while food supply is increasing in which manner? Arithmetic progression. So over a period of time, gap will be there between these two, and this will cause famine, natural calamities, death. This is what you have to do for Malthusian theories. Fine. Any doubt? Next, there is also theory called zero population growth. This theory is there, zero population growth theory. Now it is okay. What it is given by Ehrlich. Ehrlich has given nothing but okay, this theory, which is called as population growth theory. It says that human population is fast approaching towards which collapse, environmental collapse, as individuals are depleting the environment. Clear? So now we are okay. What we are now okay depleting the environment, polluting air, polluting water, polluting soil. Okay, we are depleting nothing but okay environment. As a result, what will happen? If this is depleted, then what will happen? Then population growth will not be there. Okay, because people will die. When people will die, no, okay, population growth will not be there. And this is called as what? This is called as a zero population growth theory. This is called as a zero population growth theory. That is okay. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So what you see is okay. Zero population growth theory says that what? That human is fast approaching towards what? Fast approaching towards something, but okay, the zero population growth. Why it is zero population growth? Because environmental collapse is something that is okay happening, and this is causing nothing but okay, this is going to cause the death of the people. Environmental collapse is happening, and this is going to cause the death of the people. Clear? So that's why Ehrlich is okay. What Ehrlich is proposing this theory, zero population growth. It says that okay, the number of people entering a population via birth and immigration is equals to what? Equals to nothing but okay, number of okay, what? Number of people living. So how population can increase? Either through the birth, or if more people are coming from outside in this region, then what will happen? Population will increase. So let's say 10 people are okay, giving 10 people are okay, what? 10 people are okay having a birth in this region, and okay, 10 people are coming, so population increase will be 20. Clear? But if death of 10 people is happening and 10 people are also going out, then what will happen? There will be no impact on no impact on population, and this is called as what? This is called as nothing but okay, zero population growth. Fine, any doubt regarding this particular thing? So why Ehrlich is calling for zero population growth, or believing that there will be zero population growth? Because he's saying that humans are damaging the environment is being depleted. When it will get depleted, what will happen? There will be zero population growth. Okay, so remember this Malthusian theory. Second is what? Zero population growth. Okay, the third that you have is what? The third that you have is Marxian theory. Okay, the third that you have is which theory? Marxian theory. Clear? Now, Karl Marx, okay, is giving what? Karl Marx is okay, giving nothing but okay, this theory that is called as a Marxian theory. So, now what it says, starvation was caused by unequal distribution of wealth and accumulation by the capitalists and has nothing to do with the population. Now, he's saying that famine is why famine? Because of unequal distribution of wealth. Okay, so some people have more food to eat, some people do not have a food to eat. Unequal distribution is there, which is okay. Karl Marx is saying, and that's why population is dependent on which organization? Social organization or economic organization. If the government is okay focusing on distribution of wealth, if the government focuses on distribution of wealth, then it okay, it is going to be what? It is going to be nothing but okay, the economic and social organization. Government is which type of organization? Economic and social organization. So government should focus on distribution of wealth. If distribution of wealth is going to be there, then what will happen? More population growth. If distribution of wealth is not going to be there, then what will happen? Lesser population growth. This is what okay the Marxian theory is talking about. Clear? So Marx says that okay, why famine and other things are occurring? These are occurring due to nothing but okay, these are occurring due to okay accumulation of wealth. Some people have more wealth, some people have okay lesser wealth, unequal distribution of wealth in there. Clear? So this is what we call as a Marxian theory regarding nothing but okay populations. Fine. Next, okay, that you have is what? Next you have is this theory which is called as a demographic transition theories. Okay, this is called as a demographic transition theories. Now, what is this demographic transition theories? It says that every economy go through certain transition. Okay, in the first stage, what is happening? In the first stage, you will see high birth rate is going to be there and high death rate are going to be there. Why high birth rate and high death rate? Because people do not have access to which facilities? Health facilities. So high death rate are something that are there. And when high death rate are there, then what will happen? People also believe in what? High birth rate. Because if you are delivering 5 child, only one of the child will survive or 2 of the child will survive. Because high death rate is something that is okay, prevalent in the economy. Okay. So because of high birth rate is there, high death rate is there, population is what? Population is balanced. Population is not exploding in this particular case. Now, in stage 1, rapid population growth is going to be there because now the people have access to health facility. When people will have access to health facility, what will happen? Death rate will decline and birth rate will continue to remain high. And as a result, what will happen? We'll see population explosion. Like India was in this phase from where to where 1951 to 81. India was in this particular phase of nothing but rapid population growth. Okay, our population exploded in this particular phase. Okay, clear? Why? Because as government started giving more health facilities, okay, death rate declined, but birth rate continues to remain high in this particular case. Now, next what will happen? So population growth as a result of low birth rate and death rate. So over a period of time, people will realize that high birth rate is leading to explosion of population, and as a result, okay, what will happen? They will try to control the birth rate. So you see now in India, you are seeing population, okay, what there is more focus on controlling the population. Like okay, we are talking about contraceptive, we are talking about nothing but pills, we are talking about condoms usage, okay, family planning, okay. Then okay, what will happen? Then you have okay about surgeries, okay. We are talking about those two controls the population that is okay there. So all these are to minimize nothing but okay the high birth rate. So when there is a low birth rate and low death rate, what will happen? There will be slow population growth that is over there. And after that, okay, what will happen? Birth and death rate both decline dramatically, leading to nothing but what population rate growth almost to zero. So after this, okay, what will happen? Because we are using more and okay things, birth rate will further decline, and this will lead to nothing but negligible growth of population. Like you see in Japan, like you see in case of nothing but other country, population is having a almost stage 3. India is currently in this stage. India is currently in this stage. Now in stage 2, India is having now slow population growth as compared to the explosion phase that we have discussed. So 1951 to 81 we discussed, we were in which phase? We were in rapid population growth phase. Now after that, okay, what will happen? We are trying to now control our population. So now population is growing, but at a slow pace in case of India. Okay, but okay, still we have not reached to this stage 3. Which countries are there? Like Japan, Norway, those countries are something that are currently in stage 3. Yeah, so this type of theory is referred as what? This type of theory is referred as a demographic transition theory. Fine. Then there is a concept of this population pyramid. Okay, there is a concept of population pyramid. What is population pyramid? It is a age-sex structure of a population refers to number of female and male in a different age group. So how many male and how many female are there in a different age group? Okay, that is called as what? That is called as a population pyramid. It is indicated by this. Okay, so you are saying this is only what? This is nothing but indicating nothing but population pyramid. Okay, so you can see 0 to 4 age group. 0 to 4 age group, how many males are there and how many females are there? So 4.4% males are there, 4% what? Females are there. When you see 5 to 9 age group, how many males are there? 4.6%. How many females are there? 4.2%. When you see 10 to 14 age group, 4.7%, 3%. Okay, so this is indicating that there is a preference for male child over nothing but female child. Okay, that is okay there. So this is what it is indicating. That's why the government is trying to control nothing but the female feticide, because female population is less, male population is high in the case of nothing but childhood. Comes to this age group, you are seeing 80 to 84 or 75 to 79. You can see female are 0.6%, male are 0.5%. Okay, female are 0.4%, male are 0.3%. So in the higher age group, you are seeing more female than what? Male. It indicates what? It indicates more death of men early as compared to what? Female. Female are living more longer than the male. Okay, that is okay there. So this is okay, indicating what? Indicating nothing but reverse. At the lower part, you are seeing what? Lower, less female, more male. At the higher part, you are seeing nothing but what? More female, less male. This is what we call as a population pyramid. Okay, so population pyramid is what? Population pyramid is a age-sex structure of a population, refers to number of female and male in a different age group. Okay, so this is what we call as a population pyramid. Okay, so all these theories can be asked in the prelims examination. Marxian theory, zero population growth theory. Okay, what is population pyramid? What is the demographic transition theory? Currently, India is in which type of demographic transition? Okay, so those things can be asked in case of prelims examination. Fine, any doubt regarding this particular thing? So anyone having any doubt? Anyone having any doubt regarding secondary sectors, location of industries, regarding what? Regarding policies, what policies we have adopted, liberalization, privatization, globalization policies, all these population pyramid policies, anyone having any doubt? Thank you.